let's just all pretend right now that I have a bow and arrow in my hand right now, because I don't actually have one, so just pretend. Okay, this is pretty stupid. This little Lego green arrow figure will do. Yeah, this will do. Yeah, see, he's got a nice little bow and arrow in his hand right now. Yeah, so that will do. Arrows Season 7, Episode 1, titled Inmate 4587. Let's do it. Yeah! What's up, guys? We're back here again with another video today on the channel. Today we're reviewing another TV show. I know, a lot of TV show review right now. Today, of course, we're reviewing Arrows Season 7, Episode 1, titled Inmate 4587. Man, I like repeating that shit, don't I? Anyway, so yes, let's get right into the business of this episode, shall we? What business of this? Yeah, business of the episode. That was terrible. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So Arrow is a show that can kind of go up and down a lot of time between its seasons. Like, Season 1 is great, Season 2 is even better, Season 3 is okay, it's not great. But, like, there were some bad things there, but some good episodes too as well. Season 4 is shit, that's the worst season of the show. Well, most people will agree on that because it went too mystical. Well, it went just stayed grounded because the Arrow's a grounded show. And also, it just sucked. Season 5 is absolutely amazing. It's personally my favorite season. And Arrow Season 6 was, you know, alright. It wasn't like Season 3. Like okay, it was like alright, but like it was on the same path as Season 5. Like being grounded still. Like it knew what it was doing, but like felt kind of boring and dragged on a lot in between. So yeah. So Season 7 had a lot riding on around because Season 6 was a little bit of a letdown, not that much, but still was a little bit of a letdown, so there was a lot riding on this season. And of course, at the end of the last season, of course, Oliver outed himself as a Green Arrow because after helping out the FBI, he made a deal with them to help them catch or defeat Ricardo Diaz because he afterwards escaped. But of course, in doing so, after them helping him out, he must now go to jail and reveal to the public that he's a Green Arrow, so now he's in jail and stuff. And the rest of his team has immunity. He made a deal with the FBI agent and to give the rest of his team immunity, but he goes to jail, so now he's in jail, so that was an interesting premise they said at the start. So he's now in jail, so what could that lead to? Well, I can't say that this opening episode was really great. It was a great opening to the season. Seeing Oliver in jail, like, it was really cool seeing him in jail. I think a lot of cool stuff happened while he was in prison, which sounds kind of messed up to say, actually. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in prison. That sounded really messed up. Now, Flash, and back in Flash Season 4, they also did a prison arc that involved the villain framing Barry and sending him to jail. It wasn't as good because, like, they didn't really use the full potential in being in prison, really. But this season, Arrow's definitely using this potential of him being in prison to a better advantage. And because, first off, we see a return of a bunch of old villains to the show, like Derek Sampson's back, who was like that former WWE wrestler Stardust, who like did a wrestling matches with Stephen Amell one time. I think it was last season, season 5 or 6, something like that. But basically he can't feel pain at all. So he's back. Rick's also back. Danny Brickwell, he's back as well. That's cool. We haven't seen him since Season 4. And also Ben Turner, aka the Bronze Tiger's back as well. We haven't seen him in a long time. Season 2. So that's really cool seeing all these guys back again. It's nice seeing them. Like, it was really cool seeing all these guys. Just like, because like that's one of the things they can do with him being in prison, have him like meet up with some older villains from the show and stuff. And I'm not really sure how many more villains he can really meet up in prison, because a lot of the Arrow villains are either dead or locked up somewhere else. I mean, the only other villain I can think of he can meet up possibly could be Anarchy, but like, he's the only one I can think of right now. But like, everyone else possibly not. But you know, we don't know yet. So basically, the episode starts off, of course, just showing us Oliver in prison and stuff, and like, it's not going too bad for him right now. As the episode progresses, it gets kind of bad for him and stuff. And like, right now in the world, it's been 5 months, which 5 months he went to jail. And since in those 5 months, vigilantes have not been in the city for that long. Until out of nowhere, this new Green Arrow comes out of nowhere, stopping crime. Not Oliver, we have no idea who this guy is. And Diana Drake, who of course was the Black Canary, she's now the captain of the police force in Star City. She now says she wants to lead a charge to try and catch this new Green Arrow because like they can't let this vigilante, because if like the FBI agent, I forget her name now, if she finds out there's a vigilante running around in the city again, that might screw up their immunity, so she wants to catch him and stuff, and also catch these guys who are selling weapons and stuff, because this Green Arrow is trying to thwart these guys' weapon dealing plans, so they want to catch them and him by killing 2 birds with 1 stone, finding out where they'll be, so they'll know where the Green Arrow will be, so they can capture both, you get the idea. But Renee, aka Wild doesn't think she should arrest him because he thinks that this guy is doing what they should have been doing a while ago, because all harassed them to, try and keep the peace or something like that. I forget exactly what he asked them, but he did ask them to try and to keep protecting the city while he's gone. And he feels like they haven't been doing that, but this guy is doing what they should have been doing. And he feels like he's bringing, because he's seeing some people that he's bringing some hope back into some people. Oh, because like he works at this place where he trains some people in self-defense, including his daughter. And like some of the people there, including this one guy, who almost spot weapons from those same guys to protect himself more, because he feels scared in the city right now because crime's gone up. He's got a little bit more hope in him, I think it's him who has more hope in him. Someone in it he knows has more hope. Someone in that training facility has more hope in them now that Green Arrow's back, or a Green Arrow's back. So there's a kind of tension between her and Renee and stuff. While on the side, Felicity and William have been on what's it called? Win the protection program, where they're now located somewhere else, and they're still in Star State, but she's now dyed her hair a little bit, making more pink. She now works at a coffee place under a different name, and William goes to a different school and stuff. I don't know. I don't think they say if they are in Star State, but yeah, they've been living there for the last while. While Oliver's in jail, of course, because Ricardo Diaz is still out there and he might try and kill them. So that's not good. While in prison, and though Rick wants Oliver to help them with this little plan that him and Derek Sampson have planned, because Oliver kind of screwed them over because Ben Turner, aka Bronzesider, was involved in their plan, and it was a Freeman plan. But now Oliver kind of planted a knife on Bronzesider, made it look like that. So because of that, he got sent to the slammer. Now he's in solitary confinement. So they need him to be part of his plan, but he refuses to work with them. And there's this other guy inside the prison, which I forget his name right now. I'll add it in the description right now. He's a guy who later on reveals that he was wrongly accused for a murder and stuff, and he asks Oliver to protect him because he won't survive in this prison. Oliver refuses to and stuff, and lets him get beat up at one point, just because Rick asks him, are you in or not? And he says, no, I am not in. They decide to start beating up this guy because he's sitting with Oliver at his lunch table while trying to be friendly with him and stuff. And they say, we'll hurt him if you don't help us, and he refuses to help them still, so lets the guy get beat up and stuff. But then he feels bad, so yeah, like I said, not easy for him in prison right now. And someone also, Ricardo Diaz actually does find Felicity and William. He does attack them in their new home, and Felicity does hold her own and manages to fight him a little bit with a fireplace poker, which is just getting some licks in on that guy. So good for you, Felicity. While at the same time, Ricardo Diaz he had some guys inside the prison that worked for him, attack Oliver in the shower, or try to shank him in the shower and stuff. And of course, Oliver wrecked the guys, but then of course, one guy does get him to the ground and tells him, I'm not going to kill you, I'm just here to deliver a message that Ricardo Diaz found your family and he killed them. Which of course, he didn't, because the Argus came and stopped them in time. Felicity comes to Oliver in prison to visit and tells him that she's sending William off somewhere else far away to be safe, and that she's no longer going to be in protective custody. He begs her to be in protective custody still, but she doesn't want to be. She wants to fight back. She hated that she couldn't protect William, so she hated not being able to protect him, so she wants to fight back and stuff like that, so she's no longer going to be with protection. And the police force, along with the help of Curtis, who now works at Argus with Dale, he managed to help them out and track down and figure out using this one guy named James Rent, I think his name was, or something like that, James Rent or Dent or Sense, whatever it was, who's supplying these guys with the weapons, and they sell them. They hack his phone and find out where they're going to be meeting next, and so the police go there to stake out. They wait for the Green Arrows to show up and take down the guys, and once he does, they'll catch him at the last minute before he leaves. But then, of course, he escapes by the help of Renee, who's now back in his Wild Dog costume, which actually is the original Wild Dog costume from Season 5, because he got a new costume in Season 6, which is a more armored costume to protect him, which many people weren't really fan. I don't think really anyone hated that new costume. I know people preferred the old costume better. I did. So did his comic creator, which you can't blame his comic creator for preferring the old costume, because the old costume looked exactly like the one from the comics. This new one he got looked like nothing at all, like from the comics, but yeah, so he helped him out very quickly. He just provided some kind of flashbang or something like that to help him escape so the compliments see him. But Dinah did see him helping out, and she goes to Renee later on and tells him that, you can't be doing that shit, but but he tells him that I couldn't let you arrest him because he's actually doing good for the city. She tries convincing him, telling him that like this is your only warning, don't do that again, or I won't like try and protect you and stuff. Because she's already trying to protect him really badly right now from being arrested and stuff. But you know, he probably won't do it again because you know he thinks this guy is doing good for the city and stuff, which he is really. Along with all of this, actually, along with all of that, there's this like kind of like we weren't sure if it was a flashback or not, but like there was these things that kept flashing. We kept flashing him towards these other scenes in the episode of this guy on a boat going towards the island that Oliver was trying to forget. The name escapes me on the island right now. I completely forget what the island's called. Lian Yu, yeah, it's Lian Yu, which of course in season 5, Adrian Chase, aka Prometheus, blew it up a little bit. He kind of destroyed it a little bit, but this guy is going there for some reason. Then basically, and we'll get back to that in a sec. He's just kind of on the island there, and we'll get back to him in a sec. The episode basically ends now with we see now Oliver's kind of like Oliver's trying to keep his head down, make sure that he can maybe get early parole to see his family, but now he knows that Felicity's kind of like, you know, not really in with protection, I guess, and sending William off to be safer somewhere else, and like she's gonna try and fight back herself now in case something like this happens again. He kind of like wipes off on his wall like the chalk marks he made of like all the tally marks of how many days he's been in, and he kind of says screw it, and he goes to the courtyard and knocks out Brick, and then he knocks out the guy who like had told him that how Carl Diaz came here, found your family and killed them, which didn't come true, but he beats him up and tells him you should have killed me. And then he willingly surrenders himself because, of course, it's a bad thing. He's not supposed to beat up people like that, just animal like that. And so, yeah, and the episode ends like that. And then the last two shots of the episode, of course, is this new Green Arrow. He's like has a list of names like Oliver did back in season 1. He has a list of names crossing off this James Rent guy or whatever it is. And then he has a bunch of other names on this list of like other bad people he's gonna track down and stop or maybe even kill in the city. And the final shot of the episode is of this guy still on Lian Yu, and he gets captured by this guy who we find out is actually Roy Harper, who's on the island, and we found this guy is actually an older version of William, and we learned this actually is a flash forward to the future, which is kind of interesting. So it's pretty interesting, and that's how the episode ends. So yeah, overall it's a really good episode, and like of course all that happened in one episode. Yeah, it was really cool seeing where everyone's at now these days. Of course, Diggle's still an artist, Carter's is helping out artist now, Dinah's now police chief, and Renee's teaching people self-defense lessons and stuff. And that's all cool seeing where they're all at now. It's nice seeing that Felicity's gonna have, like, I like how lately they've been making Felicity more of a tough character. She's now trying to handle herself, like she's now saying, I want to protect myself more, not just be like, try to hide, I'm done hiding, I want to be able to protect myself, so I'm glad she's getting a bit more, like, tough stuff like that to give her, so I like that. And just seeing Oliver in prison was really cool. Like, I'm really excited because the reports are that he's apparently going to be in prison up until the mid-season finale, which is the yearly crossover the Arrow's going to be doing with Flash and Supergirl this year. So he's apparently going to be up in prison up until that mid-season finale crossover. So he's going to be in prison the entire half of the first season, so hopefully, like, they keep up the good pace of good writing and good storytelling, make it not boring like the Flash did when Barry was in prison. And I believe in them; they can probably do it pretty well because Arrow's been more of a grounded show. So I feel like, and plus everyone knows he's the Green Arrow, so there's a lot more good potential and possibilities for him being in prison right now. And so yeah, I'm really excited to see what else they do. He's also growing out his beard right now, so like, because he did say they'll begin the goatee this season. I'm not sure if he's getting the exact goatee. I just know, for some social media posts, his beard's grown out a lot, so yeah, so he's gonna have like a sort of something like his goatee, I think, maybe or not, I don't know, but I know he shaved his beard when he started filming the crossover. He posted photos online on his Instagram showing him without the beard now while he's filming the crossover, so, you know, I kind of wish he kept the beard, but, you know, what can you do, really? We have no idea still who this new identity of this Green Arrow is, really. I still want to believe it's Roy, like, current day Roy, not future Roy, of course. I mean current day, because in the final shot of him, like, of him crossing out the names on that list, the room he's in has this, like, the room has, like, these, like, red lighting on him, which, of course, red is Roy's color scheme, so teasing or tipping their hat that, you know, it's Roy, and, like, Roy also still wears red in the future, in that future scene, so maybe it's Roy. I want to believe it's Roy. I'm pretty sure most people believe it's Roy, but if it is Roy, I want to know what happened to Thea, because last season, he left with Thea to go help Nisal will destroy all Lazarus Pits and the last remaining factions of the League of Assassins. So I want to know what happened to Thea, because if he's here, where's Thea? She's not a regular this season, so where is she? But yeah, overall, this was a really good episode. If I had any complaints in this episode, I don't really think I had much complaint. I mean, maybe I would have liked to see maybe a little bit more of maybe Curtis, maybe. We didn't really see much of him. I can't think of much, really, and stuff. There's not really much, I would say. It was still a really good episode, I would say. I'm going to say it's better than the Season 5 premiere of The Flash. That was a really good premiere episode, but, this was still a really good episode, so I'll give it, this episode, 8 arrowheads out of 10. So, yeah, 8 arrowheads out of 10. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. I hope it's good, and, yeah. Thank you for watching. Tell me in the comment section down below if you watch Arrow, and if you do watch Arrow, what did you think of this season premiere? So tell me in the comment section down below what did you think of it, and I'll see you guys on the next review for Arrow Season 7 on Tuesday, because it comes out on Monday, so Tuesday you'll get the next upload. Hopefully. You probably will, whoever. Thank you for watching, I'll see you all later. Bye.